oh my goodness, did racist billionaire Donald Sterling self-destruct in his Anderson Cooper interview. Get the popcorn for this one.
For a lot of people, though, these comments that were caught on tape do echo other charges that have been made in the past, as you know, by Elgin Baylor in other lawsuits.
No. You're trying to connect them.
No, I'm not.
Elgin Baylor has nothing to do with what the things I said 20 years later.
Well,
what did it have to do?
Well, Elgin Baylor made a claim that you had a plantation mentality, and then now in this thing, you're saying you feed these guys.
I think you have more of a plantation mentality than I do. You know what? And I think you're more of a racist than I am. Because I'm not a racist, and I've never been a racist. I'll never be a racist. What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South LA?
Well, I think he has HIV. He doesn't actually have full-blown AIDS. But.
Well, what kind of a guy goes to every city, has sex with every girl, then he catches HIV? And is that someone we want to respect and tell our kids about? I think he should be ashamed of himself. I think he should go into the background. But what does he do for the black people? He doesn't do anything. You call up and say, well, he's opened
a lot of businesses in inner city neighborhoods.
The Jewish people have a company, and it's for people who want to borrow money and no interest. They want to give them a fishing pole. We want to help people. If they don't have the money, we'll loan it to you. You don't have interest, one day you'll pay us back. So I'm just telling you, he does nothing. It's all talk.
So are you saying that African Americans don't contribute to African American communities as much as Jewish people?
There's no African American. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh God, it's so sad. Donald, stop talking. Like he thought he was gonna go out there and do damage control. Like he thought, no, I got this shit. Step aside. I'm gonna explain everything, and people will totally get it. And then he's just fucking flopping all over the place. You know? Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. There's so many different angles to this story that I find interesting. I mean, one of the most important parts that I don't think anybody else is discussing is that here we're looking at a guy who he's at that point in his life, like he's old enough now and he's so rigid and set in his belief system that his brain is broken. Like, he's speaking and explaining the way that he thinks, but it's clear that he has stopped actually grasping the concepts of the things in his head. So now it's just, like, talking points of his belief system, which he has, like, set in stone over the past fucking 30 years ago, he probably already decided this is what he believes, and now it's just like his mouth is moving to describe it, but his brain is just fucking not actually firing. Like, the synapses aren't working, the neurons are like, fuck this, I'm too old to move. It's a really gross thing. And also, by the way, I need to get this out of the way right now. Quote, Magic Johnson has written a book on safer sex, run several businesses, worked for NBC as a commentator, and toured Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with a basketball team of former college and NBA players. In 1985, Johnson created A Midsummer Night's Magic, a yearly charity event which included a celebrity basketball game and a black tie dinner. The proceeds went to the United Negro College Fund, and Johnson held this event for 20 years, ending in 2005. A Midsummer Night's Magic eventually came under the umbrella of the Magic Johnson Foundation, which he founded in 1991. The 1992 event, which was the first one held after Johnson's appearance in the 1992 Olympics, raised over $1.3 million for the United Negro College Fund. He's given millions of dollars to charity. Okay, and you heard him say it at the end there, man. It's not me putting words in his mouth. It's him saying it and then cutting himself off. He's saying, Jewish people give a lot of money. Black people, they don't, African Americans, they don't help other. Ooh. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. He just goes silent. He's set in his ways, man. The dude is an old idiot racist, you know. Donald Sterling is a perfect example that the old stereotype, the old belief system that obviously, if you have a lot of money, you gotta be smart because you had to be smart to make it. Totally not true. Have Donald Trump tell you something about that. You think that guy's smart? He's one of the biggest dunces in the United States of America. Donald Trump, Donald Sterling, Donald Duck. Apparently there's a lot of Donalds we're talking about now. Paris Hilton. I mean, we could go down the list of rich people that just embody the other caricature of them, that they're totally out of touch. They got no idea what, regular people feel or think or believe. And they've created this mindset that was just totally in line with, for him, like the 1960s in the South. The idea that, no, these are just lesser human beings. Like he said to his girlfriend, oh, why are you taking pictures with black people? My billionaire friends are telling me about it, and, you're associating with the rabble. Why would you speak to these inferior people? I mean, it's unbelievable, and he comes out and makes it worse. I mean, look at some of the other things he said. Elgin Baylor has nothing to do with this. No. See, the point is that Elgin Baylor accused you of having the plantation mentality because you actually literally said to somebody who was trying to be the coach, hey, I wish we had an old Southern white guy to be in control of all these black people. You used the N-word, according to some people. You were sued for discrimination, and you talked about how all black people smell. That's not related to this. Of course it is. Because this is about your racism and your ignorance, and that is about your racism and your ignorance. He plays stupid, like, well, what do you mean? It was 20 years ago. It's got nothing to do with right now. And then when he says to Anderson Cooper, you're racist. You have a plantation mentality. You're more racist than me. Does anybody know where that came from? Some people are saying that they think he, has dementia and we should lay off him. I don't know. I think it's more what I was saying before. That in his old age, he's become so rigid in his beliefs that he actually believes, black people are inferior, non-white people are inferior, and now it's he believes that so much that he doesn't even bother to reevaluate the world or look at any evidence, and he just this is what I believe. So his mouth is moving, but it's from old talking points in his head, and his head is not grasping the concepts. I don't think it's dementia as much as it's the fact that he's just stupid. He's just not a smart guy. And then last thing I'll throw out there, man, but there's so much stuff. Okay, Magic Johnson wasn't fucking people when he knew he had AIDS. He wasn't he's making it seem like, oh, he's purposefully going around and giving people HIV. And again, to be clear, he had his HIV, not AIDS. But he made it seem like there was some malice intent on Magic Johnson's part. Of course there wasn't. And also, for you to criticize other people in their sex lives, for fuck's sake, man, Donald, you're married. And you got a fucking girlfriend on the side who's 50 years younger than you. And you're also stupid enough to think that she actually likes you for you. She likes you for your money, dippity. How do you not know these things? Oh, it's just a sad thing, man. Look, it's the entire situation. I hate her, the girl, because she's obviously just seeking attention and trying to get money. I mean... And she has said so many weird things afterwards, like, I don't think he's a racist. We have the fucking telephone call where he's saying overtly racist shit, even though obviously you were baiting him into it, but he still believes those things. He's obviously racist, right? So she's an idiot. He is an idiot, clearly. And now even the wife is like, I want my 50% of the team. This is my passion. Go away! Nobody wants to hear from you, and it's not your fucking passion. You just want the money. You just want the control. And she is also, the wife is also suing the mistress, and she's making allegations of, the NBA doesn't want me to take the team because they're sexist. All of you, stop talking. This is like the Beverly Hillbillies, but they own an NBA team.